Today I'm doing highlight and contouring, so let's get started. I'm starting off with a clean canvas, of course, and I'm going in with my Got To Be Glued. This is going to help for my brows to kind of be more uniform and stay intact. I always like to allow the Got To Be Glued to kind of get tacky. It's going to help for my brows to really stay in place. Like right here, I allow it to dry down ever so slightly, kind of like when you do your eyelashes and you allow your eyelash glue to get tacky. That's the same amount of like consistency I like for the glue to get. And then I just use my spoolie and just glue my brows up. Once that glue is completely dried, I go in with this powder. I don't want my brows to be too dark today, so that's why I'm going in with this powder to kind of lighten them up and give that effect as if like, okay, she kind of bleached her brows. And now I'm going to take this pen from Lawless. This is the shade Cocoa, and I'm using very light pressure, light strokes to create feather marks on my brows. It usually takes me about 30 minutes to do my makeup, so I wanted this video to be a little more detailed. I didn't want to take out too much of my footage to where like y'all can see like, okay, hey, sometimes it takes maybe 5 minutes to do your brows. Even if it's just one brow in 5 minutes, sometimes it's going to take 20 minutes. Sometimes it takes, I feel like the brows take the longest. Once you get your brows down packed, that routine, it helps for everything else to go faster, in my opinion. Some people do their brows last, but I like to do mine first because it just gives me that map of, okay, if my brows look like this, then my base has to look like this. My contour has to look like that, or my concealer under my eyes have to look like such and such. You get what I'm saying? The brows to me plays the most important part when it comes down to how your face is going to look. Now I'm taking my concealer, and this is my Too Faced concealer in the shade Butterscotch, y'all. And we're just going in and sketching everything out. I love to take my time, and I also love to use this little brush I got from Hobby Lobby. I always go to the craft section and get these little paint brushes. I'm telling y'all, it's really essential when it comes down to doing like detail work. Those small dainty paint pencils are like those detailed makeup brushes. Those are what's gonna really give you that intricate look when it comes down to how your face is sculpted, specifically your brows. I don't know if y'all can tell, but like also use like your face, like your cheek and like your jawline area as like a resting place for your hand. It helps to have like a better precision. Like, am I making sense? Like, it just helps with how everything gets sculpted. And whatever is left over, I'm just taking and basically basing my lid. I would do the same thing as if I was doing eyeshadow. And y'all remember we used to do this, like to make sure that your brows were even. I felt like they were a little lopsided, so that's why I did that. You don't have to just bring or drag your concealer and connect the dots per se. But yeah, I'm just going in and basically basing my lids. So again, if you wanted to actually do eyeshadow, that step right there would definitely work. It's gonna basically help for your eyeshadows to stick and be more vibrant. Or you can go in with a white concealer or a white eyeshadow base, whatever color you want to put on your lid. If you have like the P. Louise bases, anything like that, you can use that for that step, okay? Now I'm using a concealer that's more so my complexion shade to clean up the top portion of my brows. You can use the same concealer that you use for the bottom, but just know that you're going to have your blend game on point, okay? So work smarter and not harder. Now, sometimes if you do use a brighter concealer like the one that you have at the bottom, it's going to give you a more snatched look. And you can just go in with your foundation once everything just dries down. Just trace over the bright concealer with your foundation shade and you should be good. But to save time and again to work smarter and not harder, just use a more natural tone at the top of your brows. Once your concealer is kind of tacky, you want to go in with some type of brush and start to tap and blend everything out. So tap, pat, pat, swiper, no swiping. I like to start at the edges first because that's where it stops and starts when it comes down to the next portion, such as like your foundation and putting makeup on the other areas of your face. You don't want to see where a product starts or stops. We want everything to really blend seamlessly. So when in doubt, make sure that you're blending your edges really good. Even if you have to kind of move that concealer upward, y'all see how it's not all the way close to my brows anymore. You want to blend it a little further up, so when you go in with your next product, which is like my foundation and things like that, it's gonna give a more seamless blend instead of it looking stagnant and out of place. Just blend for dear life, okay? Now for my skin prep, I'm going in with my Lancome. This is the Genifique, and I'm just putting this serum all over my face, even on my forehead. I did put foundation and things on my forehead today, y'all, because again, this is a full face, and this is me highlighting and contouring my face. This is also a great product. This is the serum from Clinique. Just buffing all of these products in, and now I'm going to take my Confidence in a Cream from It's Cosmetics. And when I tell y'all, I've learned that the better your base, well, the better your skin prep, let me back up, the better your skin prep, the better everything is going to glide on your face. It's like a skating ring right now, okay? You want everything to just glide. And that was my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I haven't used that in so long, but when I tell, I'm going to have to give y'all a product breakdown of everything I have in my makeup kit, because I still haven't made the video for y'all. That's going to be my next video. My products, everything that I have in my makeup kit, because they're all so good. Like, you can't just choose one. You have to use all of them, literally. But yeah, the better your base, the better your skin prep, the better everything else is going to just overall come out, okay? So I just color corrected with that same concealer from the top portion of my brows. And then I took those foundations. I will have everything in my description box product wise, so make sure you check it out. Everything will be in the order in which I used it. So yeah, but y'all see how everything is just gliding on my face? It's because of the skin prep. Whether you're oily or dry skin, you want to make sure that you're prepping your skin, because it's going to allow for your foundation, your concealer, the powders, everything is going to glide and not be stagnant. And it's going to also require less makeup, to be honest, because now you're giving your foundation and things something to stick to and something to really glide and work with. Now, I must say this was definitely a full face of makeup, but my face still gave like dewy in the end. And I feel like my skin prep and my sprays played a part in that. So yeah. Now further on in the video, y'all see what I mean when I say it wasn't perfect. But as far as like application wise, I feel like I did really good. I don't always do this. Like, I hardly ever take the precautions of, okay, let me contour and let me do this. Like, all of these steps, y'all know I never really do them. Like, I'll do bronzing powders and stuff like that, but as far as me using a contour stick and really sculpting out my face, I never do it. But I think I'm going to start. I want to try this one more time to see if I can actually learn from this video. I'm going to try it again. We're going to try it again. I'm going to try to use most of the same products, but I'm going to tweak my technique again. So let me know if y'all want to see a part 2 of me revamping this look. And maybe I can use like an eyeshadow, do like an eyeshadow look or something. I don't know. But yeah, overall, it came out really pretty. I'm taking this fluffy brush from Morphe, and it's basically helping me to blend the contour out ever so slightly. I feel like I need a darker contour shade as well. Y'all see what I mean when I say like The skin prep allows for the products to really glide on your face without looking stagnant or feeling stagnant. Like everything is just going smooth and moving like butter. I love that, okay? Now I'm gonna go in and highlight and using my Too Faced. Y'all know Too Faced is my girl, honey. Okay, yeah. I think I want to buy some new makeup products. Y'all know I'm if it's not broken, I'm not fixing it type of girly. But I've been seeing a lot of people talk about House Labs, the Nessa Myricks. I want to try all of these products, y'all. That's why I can't. I'm always easily influenced with makeup. Like I love makeup so much, and it's like hand it here. I gotta go makeup shopping anyway, so why not? Let's try some new products. So be on the lookout. I may just pop up with a new video of trying all new products. Okay, we love a good makeup session, and we got new products. Yeah. Another thing I did with this technique was to use my puffer instead of a beauty blender. And I feel like that actually helps a little bit better than the sponge because the surface is more flat versus rounded. And so it really gets right up in that area like how you want it to. I'm now taking this Maybelline concealer. This concealer is matte, so I just went ahead and blended everything out ASAP. You don't want to allow any matte concealers to settle on your face because then it's going to be hard for you to really blend it out. So if you have a more hydrating concealer, you can kind of let that set. If you have a matte concealer, you want to work fast. Now I'm going to take this blush from It's Cosmetics. I love her. She's so pretty. So pretty. And I blend that out. I kind of OD'd with my blush. Y'all, like, I did it on purpose because I knew I was going to go in with my loose powders next. So I just took my powder from Juvia's Place, the blush and bronzer, and we're just going to chisel the face up. Again, this is a highlighting and contour type video for the girlies who want to do that extra sculpt, that extra snatch little, yeah. Now I'm going to take a more yellow tone powder and just go in and press that under my eyes. Make sure that you blend your concealer out really good, okay, before you even set it. Blend, then set. And look at that. Y'all see how that powder just hugs tight to the cream? You want to make sure that you're locking your creamed areas in place with a powder. That's law, okay? What they say, that's law. That is law, okay? If you don't, just try it and see. And I promise you, you're not going to like how your makeup is going to turn out. Like it's going to look crazy and it's going to move, okay? So lock it in with a powder. I'm putting it under my eyes, along every area that has concealer, literally. Even my lid. I blend my lid out and I put some powder right there as well because I'm not doing eyeshadow today. I want everything to look nice and seamless. Now for the perimeter of my face, I'm going to take this more natural tone foundation powder and just press that into the skin. And I've learned to use the fluffy powder brushes. It makes a whole huge difference, honestly. Instead of me trying to use like more of a dense brush, I like to use powder brushes now. I think I'm going to go and purchase the deep dark. I think that's the shade of the Juvia's Place bronzer. I feel like this bronzer is a little too close to my skin complexion, especially when I'm trying to really sculpt my face. Like this is giving a natural sculpt, but no, I want y'all to be able to see the cinch in my face, okay? Like I want y'all to see that, oh, Ariel got that on, okay? Like y'all know y'all gotta see me. You got to see me. You got to feel me. You're going to see this face, because period. And now I'm going to go in and kind of bake. I used my Laura Mercier at first, and then I mixed it with my Anastasia. When I tell y'all, I got to re-up on my Anastasia because she's so good. Like, if I don't buy no other loose powder, it's always going to be her. And it's always going to be my Maybelline. I never really use my Laura, like, OD because it's so bright of a shade. But, like, all of my, like, again, I'm going to give a product breakdown of everything in my kit. I have to. Like, I've been using these for years, and I just love it. Like, if anything, the technique is gonna change, but my products never really change like that. And the proof is in the pudding. Like, yeah. Now, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, I feel like I messed up on this part because I never really do this. Like, I never do it at all. And I don't know if it was because I allowed this powder to sit right here on those areas under like my cheek area a little too long, and I didn't blend it out properly. But I don't know. I'm going to have to perfect that step because that kind of threw me off, as well as me blending my nose area out. I feel like I should have blended my nose and my jawline a little more, but nevertheless, the look still came out really, really pretty. As you can see, I'm going in with more powder because sometimes your lid soaks up a lot of powder and then it kind of gets oily over time. So you kind of want to OD with the powder on your lid. Now I'm taking some more blush. So pretty. That is so pretty, y'all. I use a lot of brushes on this video. Normally I'll use maybe 2 to 3, but I use like 50,000. And I had to clean 50,000 brushes. And I'm like, you know what? It was all worth it. It was all worth it. And y'all, this Valentino pencil, so good. It is so good. I highly recommend this one. Like, y'all know I always use Caviar from Believe Beauty, but I feel like this is her mama. It was, oh my God. That was such a creamy formula. So good. And this mascara, y'all, from Too Faced. Oh my God. I love it. I absolutely love it. And of course, a makeup look from Ariel will not be complete if I don't have my caterpillars. Like, I'm gonna wear my caterpillars. I didn't do a wing today, but I did do like a tight line. So yeah, y'all knew the caterpillars was coming. Now sometimes I'll use more dainty lashes, but it's getting hot outside. Somebody has to fan you, right? It's gonna be me every time. And look at me being extra, putting powder on my lips and stuff. But I wanted to really give doll face today, y'all. Like, this was my Bratz doll transformation because, yeah. So I went in and I feel like you get more sculpt on your lips when you kind of like do this little method. You're able to really shape and form the way you want your cupid's bow area and things to look. So yeah, y'all know I don't have big lips, so I have to over exaggerate my lips sometimes, and it turned out fine. Y'all, I literally haven't done a video in so long. Like, I feel out of place right now doing this voiceover. I missed y'all. Y'all missed me because I had missed y'all. Okay, yeah. Now I'm taking another pencil. I'm so silly. I'm taking another pencil and just darkening and deepening up my lips. Again, everything that I'm using will be in my description box listed down below in the order in which I am using it. This is my, I killed it, makeup dance. Now I'm going to take my lipstick. This lipstick has been in rotation lately. Like, it's so pretty. I wanted a really pink and girly lip today. And when I tell y'all, I've always literally been gravitating towards this lip stain for the past couple of weeks. And she's just that girl to me, okay? Now I'm just going to blend a little more right here. This step right here is where you add your finishing touches. And you just want to make sure that everything is nicely blended. Now, granted, I feel like I should have blended the tip of my nose area a little bit more. But like I said, I don't normally do this type of makeup routine. So yeah, I'll know for next time. And if you notice, I'm still blending and kind of dusting away my loose powders, the baking powder. I'm doing that at the same time, okay? Okay, y'all, so now right here, I feel like I didn't blend. I should have kind of blended that powder out a little bit more instead of it being just that line. So I went in with my powder first, the foundation powder that I use for the perimeter of my face. And I was like, I started to panic a little bit. I was like, oh my God, I messed up my face. I messed up my face, but I kept adding powder, but I felt like it wasn't doing too much of anything. So I took the brush that I had my foundation on and I just used whatever was remaining. Now, looking back and knowing now, I should have just added a little more foundation to the brush and blended everything out. But once I used this MAC spray, it kind of dissolved that powder a little bit more. It wasn't all the way perfect, but it did solve the problem just a little bit, you know. And I'm using my handy dandy fan to just kind of let that dry down without me touching anything. I want that spray to really dissolve my powders and soak into my makeup. As always, you do not have to use fluffy big lashes like me. If you want to just wear mascara with no lashes, you can. If you want to wear dainty lashes, you can. It's completely up to you. It's your face. You pay your bills. You pay for your products. Who am I? Okay. Okay. Now we're just adding the finishing touches to the face. I'm adding this gloss, y'all. It was so pretty. Like, I love being a makeup girly. So y'all see how my face is full face, but it still gave dewy. Like, I love that, but I love for my under eye to be very matte. So I went in with that pressed powder again just to really seal the deal. Like, y'all see how it just brings everything together? I love that. And then right here, I'm just adding my tight line. And really, that was pretty much it. Now, like I said, I wish I would have blended my nose area just a little bit more at the tip area, kind of above where I put that highlight. Just ever so slightly, because like I just feel like I see two lines on my nose and I don't like that. But nevertheless, this still turned out really, really pretty. If you guys enjoyed this routine, let me know. If I want to see a part 2 of me actually perfecting how I did this video, let me know that as well in my comment section, because I will gladly do another video. Yeah, ain't nothing to it but to do it when it comes down to some makeup. Okay, y'all know I love beating my face, because period. And I get to record it for y'all to see, and we can go back to it and watch it again and again and again. Yeah. If you made it to the end of this video, let's comment down below a watermelon. That's so random, but a watermelon, so I can know that y'all made it to the end. Okay, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and things like that. Okay, yeah, I changed my outfit, took my pictures. Y'all know I had to take some pictures. Okay, yeah. But anywho, I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.